Hello there. This is Face Swap Live. I don't normally make reviews on applications, but I just might have to make an exception for this one.
Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. So that was me, obviously, as President Barack Obama using the Face Swap Live application, which is probably the best $1.50 that I've ever spent. This application seems to be taking over the world by storm. It's only available on the iPhone right now, but will be available sometime in the near future for Android phones as well. So I want to review this application a little bit and of course show a bunch of examples and give some pointers along the way. I really have to thank my husband, Jonathan Solzbach, so much for helping me out with this. He was a really good sport. Very, very talented is he. So I have a lot of shenanigans to show you and to get into. Let's go ahead and open up the application. Dink. Face Swap Live. So here we have the interface. I'm just going to turn it to not be distracting. We're going to start off with talking about some of the things along the bottom here. The interface is very simple. I like how it's laid out. So from left to right here we have the gallery. So this is all of the things that we had gotten into last night. We will get into those later. But here you have the camera button, so you can take an image of whatever you have overlaid on top of your face, just to remember that moment, of course. Then you have a video camera button that lets you record things in real time, and that's really where this application shines. You can really create some very uncanny and disturbing effects with this application. You can see that this disappears after a couple of seconds, so you have to keep touching it to bring it back up. Then you have two main modes here. You've got one for faces and one for swap. So for swap, you need to have two people. Bring a friend. I look so good with a man face.
Oh, yes.
And this is where you can swap your face onto your friend's face and vice versa. Then along the top here, you can switch to the front-facing camera, so that can be in selfie mode, or if you want to record two other people, here is the back camera. Then you've got some settings, and these settings really seem to apply to the faces mode, which is the next thing. So the swap mode doesn't have much to it. It's a very, very simple concept. Faces is where it all happens, though. Seriously. So of course, you can switch to the front-facing camera or the back camera. We're going to get into settings in just a second. But you can see that we've got several different options here. You have an option for import, internet, and favorites. So you're given a bunch of different faces here that you can use. But of course, you have many other options than just what's shown here. So if you hit import, you can bring in more photos of faces either by the camera or something you downloaded from the internet. Then you have an option that's called internet, where you can search for anybody's face on the entire internet, anything you want. Let's just say Angelina Jolie. Now you can see that you can use these results here to try to map to your face. Just pick whichever. Now if you like this particular face, you can hit the favorite button and it's going to save it for you so that you can always get back to it. So I favorited it, and you can see that it's right here underneath my favorites. So once you have a photo of choice, you can try to map your face onto it, and this is where you have two separate options. If you use the photo mode, if you hold this up to your face, it's going to try to find your face. So here's me right now, standing from behind the camera, and my front camera is looking at me. So underneath the photo mode, it's going to put my face into here. And then you've got a couple of settings. So under here, you can choose the background. You can choose white or black or just auto. It's going to basically try to match whatever's in the photo. You can try to fit the size. I can have my whole face overlaid into here, or I can just use no nose. So it's just going to take my eyes and my mouth, or I can choose just the mouth or just eyes. So here are just my eyes right now. I can get my eyebrows working. Or I can have just my mouth, so hi, kind of creepy. Hello. Or I can keep her nose and I can keep my eyes and my mouth. And then I can just go back to all. So you have plenty of options there. You have a help section to learn more, share. So you can choose your various social media places to share this app with. Some other various settings. So this photo thing is fun and all, but the funnest part has been mask, to get yourself to look like another person. So now you can see me peeking from behind the camera, hello, with Angelina Jolie's face overlaid on top of mine. And the thing about this setting is that it can be quite tricky. Your bone structure is not going to match other people's bone structures. So you may not look exactly like that person, but you can try to contort your face a bit to get it to mask as best as possible. Not everyone's face maps well to your own face, so sometimes you have to pick whoever's bone structure looks good. I mean, you couldn't even tell who this is right now. This is supposed to be Emma Stone. I could actually, right now, pick another. Live, while it's recording. It's loading. Oh, dear. That's hideous. Oh, my. In my experience with this, if you get a good fit, you can really move your face around quite a bit and get this to intelligently map and track your face. You can squint your eyes. You can open them more, make them all buggy. It's tracking my face pretty well. Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff, and this is really quite crazy. You can guess who? Guess who this is? Now you're going to run into some instances where it says no face detected. That's usually something that happens when it's not a human face, or if the face is just not an optimal subject. So what you can do is go underneath the settings and map the face yourself. So here I have Chewbacca that I pulled up from my favorites. And if you hit the settings again, you can hit Edit Face. So this is where I have mapped things. You have these little dots that you can move around for the eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, and then just general face structures. So I tried to map Chewbacca's face, and it wasn't too successful. So if it's something where it's quite off and not like a human face, it may not work very well. If you're going to edit a non-human creature onto your face, such as Chewbacca, your best bet underneath Edit Face is to leave the eyes and the nose and the mouth pretty much alone. You can change the outline of the face a little bit if you want, because as soon as you start stretching things outward, it's going to map things weirdly, and you just want them to stay where they are. So I think that the default mapping is pretty good if you're going to be using a non-human face, for example. So yeah, that's what you do if you have a non-human face.
Stitch. My name Stitch.
And always remember, always, 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 as soon as you map something, if you want to keep it and you don't want it to go away, hit the favorites button. So if you're going about editing your face and you don't hit the favorites button, and for some reason if you hit on a notification or if you exit out of the application, you're going to lose your progress, even if you hit save. If I don't hit the favorite button, once I go back into it, the face is going to be gone. And everything that I did to map it will be gone, and I'm going to have to do it all over again. So hit the favorites button. It doesn't seem that this application stays in RAM. It just shuts down immediately as soon as you get out of it. I'm hoping that there is a fix for that in the near future. Then, of course, if you are pleased with your creation, underneath Gallery, you have a couple of options. As I showed you before, you can get things straight from your photos, or you can share with the world. This is the Face Swap Live Gallery. So here you've got top ones that are trending, you've got latest, you've got likes. So they've created an entire community here where you can go and see what others are doing and how much fun they are having.
This beam thing is gonna be huge. I'm talking real huge. You're fired.
Needless to say, I don't see this application going away anytime soon, and I can only hope that it will improve more and more as time goes by. So now I want to show you some of what I did with this and what John did with this. You can get really, really creative with this. I might make a single video in itself showing all the crazy things that we did. If I did do that, I will put a link in the description so you can take a look at the full versions of things. Ready? Let's go! Okay, so this is pretty weird. Sometimes things happen and you end up with someone else's face. What can I say?
The process. But no. Wait. But they wouldn't do such a thing. Where's the process?
Bilbo Baggins. Look a little bit like Robert Englund. I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you. You shall not pass. Fly, you fools. I certainly have more hair now than the last time when I was making movies. Miracles of technology. Wow. Wow. That transformed your appearance. You got some tats? You ride a Harley? Wow. Gonna have some tattoos.
Hi.
Here, Tom. You know, you're gonna get the money.
The Force. Use the Force. I've not gone by the name Obi-Wan since before you were born. Then you know him? Of course I know him. He's me. Trying to think of something that Indy would say. Throw me the idol! Throw me the whip! Don't look at it, Marion. Whatever you do, don't look at it.
And you can actually change them in real time.
That's not how the Force works.
That's a good one.
Get off my plane! Gruber, Hans Gruber. So, John McClane, the cowboy, and Quigley down under. Interesting.
There you go. He always likes to do this type of a face. I look horrible. The lips. That's really gross. Would you still love me if I looked like this?
Yeah,
You would?
just a little less.
Okay.
I just set the TARDIS on random. It could be anywhere in all time and space. Will you still travel with me? Even though I'm old and apparently Scottish.
I guess I'm the doctor now. I've regenerated. And what do you know? I've got an American accent. It's kind of surly looking.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, I should do Meryl Streep.
That's terrifying. I guess I'll just put a bag over your head.
Oh! That's really convincing. There's my inner Meryl Streep. I just have to smile, that's all. As soon as I stop smiling, it's gonna look weird. Just keep smiling. Oh, you look like Glenn Close. Oh! We gotta do Glenn Close on you.
I wonder what I would look like as Ellen.
Ellen? Like Ellen DeGeneres? Okay, we're gonna do some Ellen DeGeneres. It was nice meeting you all.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Oh my. Look like Robin Williams? Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Genie of the lamp after 5,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
I look more like George W. Bush, actually.
Ah! Wow.
You've a Janaya Doubtfire, dear. I specialize in the rearing of children. Okay.
Wow.
Tee Now I wanted to do something really weird, so I am wearing my own face. And I wanted to take a second to thank my sponsors at Audible so much for making content creation possible. If you don't know who Audible is, they're the leading online provider of downloadable audiobooks. They have over 180,000 titles from many, many different genres. The one that I'm listening to right now, you might have heard of, is called Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Here's a bit of Adam Driver now. So this is the novelization of the movie script by Alan Dean Foster, and I really like it because it gives you some insights into the characters' minds and also has some extra scenes that were not in the movie. So if any of you guys are a Star Wars fan like I am, maybe you want to check that out, you can download it for free and try out Audible service free for 30 days. And if for some reason you don't like it, you're free to exchange it at any time, no questions asked. And also, since they're an Amazon company, you can sign in with your Amazon information. So if you're curious to listen to the audiobook as a companion to the movie, follow audible.com/Erica. I think that it's been really, really well done and very well voiced. So check it out, audible.com/Erica, and let me know what you guys think. So thank you everybody for watching. This has been Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. This is a brilliant application. I just can't wait to see how it improves in the near future. Right now, we have it in the App Store. Do not regret buying this. Not one single bit for $1.49 or $1.50 from the App Store. I hope to see it on the Google Play Store sometime very, very soon. Hands down, the best face tracking mapping application that I've seen. I think people who like to do impersonations are going to particularly be very interested with this application and what you can do with it creatively. So let me know what you think, and have a good night.